they were always a very popular company making kind of parts for Fender style guitars and everything, and very, very big in Japan. And they were starting to spread out, you know, and here they were literally starting to make these cool bolt-on guitars with great finishes, and you could offer it with 1 pickup, 2 pickups, Floyd Rose, whatever you kind of wanted. And from that point on, I said, like, yeah, this feels more comfortable to me. This feels more like my older Fender that I would play, but I would never want to put a Floyd Rose on, okay? And then they introduced models like the Horizon, kind of similar to the, you know, there's a red one on the wall over there that looks a bit like what I did, except mine was sunburst. But I was really popular with the M1s. They were terrific for me many years ago. You know, this crazy multi-swirl color one, which actually the guy in Living Color wound up kind of borrowing something of that. And that finish came about really from Paul Stanley saying, do this, you know, try this. And they got very adventurous with it. And that guitar was definitely colorful for Asylum. And then the regular, the flip-flop blue, a Horizon, the next door, Crazy Nights. I'm holding a very iconic guitar, my Yellow Banana, we call it. There's going to be a lot of news about that guitar and things related to that this year in 2017, but it's too soon to talk about it until things are more developed. But I'm real excited. That guitar just has still been a part of my career, and I've recorded with it. And it's really simple. It's just a great neck, a cool body, 1 pickup, and it was on a lot of Kiss recordings from Crazy Nights on, and that's the one I'm holding on the back of Crazy Nights, of course. But you know, all the European big festival gigs, I'm playing the Horizons, and I'm playing Hot in the Shade comes around. Now I'm using a white M1 that looks like the yellow one. And then later on for Revenge, I put a tortoiseshell pickguard. Why? Jimi Hendrix did. You know, why not? You know what I mean? He played a white Strat with a tortoiseshell pickguard. So, you know, there were videos where you'll see me playing like even the Lynch Tiger models, and that was just like, I'm in New York, I don't have my guitars, we're recording a video. Hey, ESP, hook me up with something cool looking, you know, and the next thing I know, I'm playing like one of his models, or a purple, there was one with a purple Horizon, in like, I don't know if that was X and Sex or You Make Me Rock Hard, it doesn't matter, but you get what I mean. You know, I try to always feature them amongst, you know, some vintage things that I always loved. You know, I'm a fan of the vintage Gibson line, but when it came to my main touring guitars, it was always ESP, as you guys have known. There was a long time where some of my guitars were so special to me, I couldn't take them out of the house, you know, which is, that's how much they mean to me, okay? And I held on to the best ones. There are a few in very prestigious hard rocks, like the flip-flop blues in London. And actually, somebody owns the multi-swirl one in Sweden, some crazy fan who actually bought the Asylum outfits too. You know, so you know the guy's like really, really a diehard, okay? You know, now let's get a little more current with ESP guitars. A lot of you see, yeah, when I'm funk, I have the luxury of a backline, so I can play a lot of different guitars because I don't have to travel with any of them. Traveling with instruments are really hard. I think you all know that. And I hate the gig bag thing. But honestly, every one of the rigs for Grand Funk, which is like 3 of them, my main guitar is usually a Viper or an Eclipse, and then I may switch off and go to some other models, some other brands, and then I'm back to the ESP and the Strat. Their vintage pluses are terrific too. But whenever I do a lot of international stuff, I'm always being sure I don't want to really fly, you know, one of the rare, you know, Kiss guitars. So I'm generally an LTD or a Viper. I'm a big fan of the Vipers. You know, when the LTD line is there, actually, especially the 1000 series, which is one I really believe in, is from the World Factory in Korea, excellent company. There are some models from another factory in Korea too that are great also, but just terrific guitars, you know, all the parts, they're set up well. I'm literally able to just grab one. I went to Sweden last March and I just said to the distributor that ESP hooked me up with, you know, what do you need? I said, get me an EC1000, you know, an LTD, whatever you got, and just bring it to my hotel. And there it is, and I'm gigging with a band at the Kiss Expo and doing a photo shoot with it for an artist I know over there. And then I'll fly with me, you know, to Mexico, and I'll use a Horizon LTD, or I'll use a Eclipse EC1000, or I'll go, I like the gold ones that they offered years ago, the MGO, they're all metallic gold. Just killer guitars. I do like EMG pickups. I think they work, okay, and they work in many guitars. If I get one that has them in it and it sounds good, I don't change it. But I'm a little more old school, so I'm more a Duncan guy, okay, which is kind of how I picked up this guitar today. And this literally was on the wall behind you by the ESP E2. And these E2s are actually the more affordable Japanese line, if there is such a thing, okay? You know, because I own Lexuses, I know they're expensive, and things made in Japan cost a lot of money, and obviously Korea will be less money, but still great quality. And it's pretty remarkable, though, that I know the people that work at ESP who visit the factories overseas to be sure that, you know, things are built right to their specifications and the way they want it. So that's why it really doesn't matter even if you buy one of the very, you know, entry-level guitars from them. They are looked after and set up, and they play great. You know, I'm a snob, I can play anything, so I try to play the 1000 line of the LTDs if I'm going to go take something with me. And of course I still own my pretty rare signature model from '97 that came out at a bad time, you know, right when I wasn't in KISS anymore, and then they were, you know, it was just a little complicated, but I just posted a video of me playing one of those recently. But they, you know, just a quality company making great guitars. They've always been very, you know, edgy in kind of the vibes of the guitars, which is why sometimes you'll see me a lot with a White Viper. Why? Because the White Viper reminds me of